These are my plants that I've been working on for at least about I'm gonna say 6 to 7 months of growth, and it's doing pretty well. I think it's about to outgrow the system. But you guys, this is my passion. This is what I love to do. I love to do this. I think about this all the time, every day. I even purchased some land just so I could continue on doing this. And whenever someone tell you something, like they would say, your dream is too big, it's not gonna happen. And then you just say, yeah, it is gonna happen. Actually, it already is. So I just wanted to post up a little video just to say that, you know, sometimes things happen for a reason, but I know that certain things really don't need to happen. So if I just left this plant alone and I didn't nourish it, I didn't give it any nutrients or any light, actually turn off the light completely, the plant is going to die out. It's not going to have any life. But if I nurture this plant, I'll keep that light on, make sure this plant has everything it needs to keep growing. It's going to keep growing. And then guess what? It's going to produce seeds. I can take the seeds, regrow them, and I'm going to have an endless supply of plants, which I have right now. So I just want to say that is a lot of negativity out there, but it's also a lot of positive things going out there. But whenever you have something that you know you have to nurture it and care for it, it will grow. It will keep getting bigger, better, and you know that you're on the right track. So that's just a little note to myself and anyone else who's working on something. And sometimes somebody would try to tell you that whatever you're working on is garbage. Give it up. Like, why are you working so hard on that? Like, why do you even care about it? Some people don't care about nature. They don't care about the little things, and they might think that this is just a silly little thing this person does. It doesn't get much attention. Why do you care? Because I care about it and I love it. And I have days when I get frustrated, and when I get frustrated, I just have to think of all the accomplishments that I have. And then I just go, you know what? I'm bugging. I'm bugging because we all have those days where you just live in a place where you feel like it's draining you. Like it's just, you feel like every time you step out the door, part of your energy is depleted because you see a lot of bad things. You see people getting hurt, you see crime, you see unfairness, injustice, bad treatment, right? You see gang stalkers, you see things that would try to throw you off your path. I gotta zoom in on that. And I have made a large amount of money in the past couple of weeks off the investments and things that I'm doing. So, but the place that I live is not matching my energy. Actually, I feel like I'm in a place that depletes and collects souls. Yeah, it collects souls. And if you stay there long enough, it will drain you. And it happened to a lot of people. And I don't have the goal to stay in a place that does not support me. It doesn't want me to grow. It doesn't want me to continue to produce the great things in life that I want. It wants me to dry out. It wants me to deplete myself. It wants me to die. That's not a place that anyone should live. And some places are structured that way. They keep police officers and bad people in these areas to keep it the way it is. because all the bad things that I seen, and there's so many cops in these areas, and you wonder why that other life that was taken away, why wasn't it saved? Why couldn't it keep growing? Why couldn't it keep prospering? And then you realize that is a sick game. And once you realize this is a sick game, you don't want to live in a place like that. And it doesn't have anything to do with the system that they created to help the lower income people. It just have a lot to do with how things is changing, and the change is not really reflecting for a lot of people. If some people rather be homeless than to stay where I'm staying, that says a lot. That says a lot. I met people that said I would never live where you live because I rather live in my car. I'd rather live somewhere else, because they know that you are taking a gamble every time you have to live in a place that is run with crime, you know, just terrible things going on, I don't want to say it, but yeah, so I had bought a couple of properties, and I'm looking to leave where I'm living because I live in a low income place. And plus, my income is about to increase, so therefore, I won't be qualified anymore anyway. But to be honest, I'm ready to move on. Like, I'm getting to the point where I don't even want to stay in my apartment anymore. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm even thinking about going somewhere else permanently, like just for a couple of months, just to stay there, to stay out of my neighborhood, because I feel like there's a lot of things that's trying to drag me down before I get to the top, because they don't want people to make it out. They want you to stay here and suffer, and they want to see you go through the same thing over and over just so they can mock you. And they could say, look at these people. They can't get themselves out of where they live. They need to, pull themselves out of I don't know. They want you to pull a rabbit out of your hat and just automatically become rich overnight. They know that the system that they created to keep you bounded to a place like this, to keep you stuck in a bad neighborhood, in a rough environment, they know that it took a system to do that. And a lot of people sometimes get stuck and they don't want to leave. They say, I don't want to leave here. I love it here. This is my place. This is my place. This is not my place. I never felt like I belonged there for a reason. And I'm not saying that I should not live in public housing because I'm better. Oops, I said it. I said it. Public housing. I said it. I live in public housing. And I'm so depressed here. I'm so depressed, you guys. I am. Somebody might say, well, you don't seem like you're depressed. Well, I am. I am. I'm very terrified to leave the building. And even when I'm in the building, I'm terrified. I hear banging noise all day. Gunshots from a distance outside. Explosions all the time. There's always some sort of emergency. But I think that my time is definitely getting to the point where I know that moving to a different place is what we need, Sometimes the systems that keep people in poverty make the most money off of us, and they're afraid to let us go. They're afraid. Because once you make a certain amount of money, notice that everything becomes difficult. Now you're not qualified for food stamps, okay? You make too much money. You can't get food stamps. Now you're not qualified to get public housing or Section 8. Oh, you make too much. You make too much. And it's really sad because $100,000 in New York City is nothing. $100,000, you could spend that in a couple of years and go back to being broke and homeless. In New York City, yeah, you can. And in Absolutely, in Hawaii, 100 grand is not a lot of money. I don't make 100 grand. I don't have 100 grand. I didn't get there yet. I'm still way behind. But I'm at the point where I'm not eligible for food stamps, and I'm not eligible for some of the programs. And it was a big help, but um, once you get to 100 grand, I guess you become a threat to the system, because now they can't hold you down. Now you have enough money to possibly become rich if you know what to do with the money. That's why they tax you so much once you get to that 100 grand mark. Now they want you to pay, what is it, 24%? I think they changed it recently, so now you pay 22%. That's still a lot of taxes. 22% tax out of 100 grand is a lot of money. We're not talking about your other fees that you have behind that. Bank fees, all sorts of fees you have behind that. So I'm in public housing, and I can't wait to transition and move out of this system and move into my own system where I own my own property. I own my own house. I grow my own food, because once you know how to do these things, the system becomes very afraid of people like that, because they say, they're starting to become wise. So that's it. I love gardening. And every day I'm trying to be a better person, but you know what? It's hard out there. It's very hard out there. And I come from a family that had property and houses here in New York City. Sad to say that they lost it all because the taxes of the property was so high that they was not able to pay. And I can't even afford to buy land here in New York City. And I was here all of my life for 40 years, so. And I can't afford a piece of land out here. So that's it's kind of sad that I have to go somewhere else to invest my money and purchase property. But I can't do it here. And I was born here. As people come from other places and I see them move quicker. There's some people who's here in New York, and if you're a person of color, they have so many traps to keep you stuck. They keep you stuck. Some people might say no, it's people doing it to themselves. Come on, stop with the lies. Stop. Everybody know that if you're a person of color, you go to any part of the world, they're going to treat you how they treat you where you come from. So if they see a lot of people of color being mistreated in America, wherever you go, it's going to follow you. You're going to get that same type of disrespect from a lot of places. Not much I could do about that, but try to live the best version of my life. That's it. So I hope everyone have a wonderful day. And try to do whatever that makes you happy. Continue doing anything that inspires you. And I'm just going to cut my video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.